Good evening. Welcome to this edition of the 411 Talk Zone radio show. My name is Leon Jones. This evening's topic, I'm going to talk about health effects that are associated with taking erectile dysfunction drugs. Now, many men may be tempted to enhance their sexual performance with drugs for ED known as erectile dysfunction when they really don't need them. But abusing these drugs can really damage your health. That's why it's not recommended. Drugs like Viagra, Cialis, and Levitra are all part of a drug family called PED5 inhibitors. They're meant to help men with erectile dysfunction, but are not meant for recreational use, even though these drugs are commonly misused by men who don't have erectile dysfunction. These drugs help men get an erection, but they are not meant for men who simply want a longer or larger erection. The dangers of misusing ED drugs include drug dependency, developing ED when not using the drugs, cardiovascular risks, potentially fatal mixing of ED drugs with club drugs, increased risk of unsafe sex, increased risk of STD or sexually transmitted disease. Now, certain men are at an increased risk for cardiovascular disease if you have low blood pressure, you take medications for high blood pressure, take nitrate medication for chest pain, have congestive heart failure, or have active coronary heart disease. You are at a higher risk for cardiovascular problems from taking ED drugs. Now, millions of men are able to use ED drugs safely, but it is important to use caution. Don't take anyone else's medication. But before taking drugs, you need to see your doctor and discuss the risk factors that are associated with taking ED drugs. Be cautious about buying Viagra over the internet. Why? Because many men think that they can buy these drugs online for privacy, but online pharmacies frequently sell fake, contaminated, ineffective, and expired drugs that are deemed unsafe. Buy only from legitimate pharmacies so you know exactly what you are taking. A certified pharmacy requires a prescription from a qualified healthcare professional. If you want to buy online, only use verified internet pharmacy practice sites. Now, if you're looking to boost your sexual performance, learn how to increase testosterone naturally instead of relying on medications. A healthy lifestyle will go a long way toward helping you in the bedroom. Exercising, maintaining a healthy weight, managing stress, and not smoking are going to help your sexual performance. Now, there are also several supplements and foods that can help boost testosterone. One supplement formulation contains ingredients that help support men's sexual health and natural testosterone production is known as Everyday Male. Now, Everyday Male is a daily supplement that contains 13 ingredients that help men increase libido and the ability to maintain erections. Now, Everyday Male helps men dealing with other symptoms of low T, such as improving mood, strength, and lean muscle mass. Some of the ingredients include amino acids such as L-arginine for erectile health, as well as L-carnitine and L-citrulline. Now, foods can also boost sexual performance. These foods include beets, pistachios, watermelon, oatmeal, and pomegranate. These foods are safe and natural and do not put your health at risk or cause cardiovascular risk for you. In fact, these foods are good for your heart. Eating other heart-healthy foods, like the foods found in the Mediterranean diet, improves your cardiovascular health. That in turn improves the quality of your erections, which depend on a good blood flow. Now, in fact, ED can be a sign of heart disease. Both conditions can be caused by clogged arteries. The bottom line is, if you're looking to enhance your sexual performance, be informed and look toward natural ways to boost your testosterone and erectile strength. Supplements, food, and a heart-healthy lifestyle can give you everyday sexual benefits, but taking ED drugs when you don't need them makes you dependent on them to get an erection. And if you take medications when you don't have ED, you might be giving yourself ED because as a consequence, you may not be able to get erections when you are not taking them. Now, another thing to say, sex is also 90% psychological and 10% physical. You must be into your partner as well, and you must be attractive as well. A lot of us don't think that, but having a good sex life, whether you're a man or a woman, but this video is about men and how to obtain an erection so they can please their woman, you must be sexually available just like your partner. And a number of relationships today, particularly the married relationships, I've always found that individuals take their relationships for granted and they don't have as much sexual activity, especially when they have kids, because everything is focused around what needs to happen at home with the kids, paying bills, and maintaining a healthy home. Because a dysfunctional home will also bring a lot of stress to a relationship. Now, I have never been in favor of any of these drugs such as Viagra because they always cause side effects. I've never taken Viagra, but I know people who have. So the best thing that I can tell you is try to get your testosterone from natural sources. Again, like L-arginine, L-carotene, beets, pistachios. It's a lot cheaper, and you don't have to worry about depending on drugs to give you a temporary feeling, because as I discussed in previous videos, medicines don't necessarily help the problem. They may help the symptoms temporarily. But all you're doing when you are dependent on any medication is you keep making the pharmaceutical companies richer and richer. And what happens at the end of the day? The medications really don't help you. It gives you that good feeling psychologically that you are getting better when you're not. So, fellas, understand that erectile dysfunction or ED is a serious matter. You don't have to be reliant on Cialis, Levitra, or Viagra. Be reliant on changing your lifestyle. That includes your moods. Get rid of some of the stress in your life. Maintain a healthy diet. Overall, be positive. Don't be negative. If you feel yourself having any other mental health issues, seek help. Because I'm going to tell you, fellas, and I'll tell the ladies this as well, any amount of stress is going to give you heart disease. Stress is a silent killer. And as I stated in all of my videos, if you've been following my channel, all of these mental, psychological, and health disorders connect with each other. It just has come down the pipe that some of these medications, and I shouldn't say just come down the pipe, we've already known it, but we, again, have this perception that Viagra is our super savior when it isn't. Bottom line, for any type of sexual performance is to do it naturally, because it's cost effective and there are less risks associated with health effects. Because again, when you start to get into cardiovascular and heart disease and high blood pressure, you are getting into some diseases that are fatal. be informed about Viagra. My suggestion, don't take it. Be natural about improving your sexual performance. Because at the end of the day, you want to be able to satisfy your partner in the bedroom, along with yourself. And that's my commentary for this edition of the 411 Talk Zone radio show for this evening, Friday, July 7th, 2017. You can tune into the 411 Talk Zone radio show every Saturday from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. on Blog Talk Radio. I had a good commentary radio show. I did a special radio show on my 52 rules of dating that I wrote as a checklist or a guide or specification for guys looking to date. You may want to check that radio program out, particularly if you're a guy, because we as guys, we really don't know how to pick partners. We only pick partners based off of being superficial. If you want to hear the radio show in its entirety, click on the 401 Talk Zone radio show / Blog Talk Radio. And if you want to get in on tomorrow's show, and I'm going to talk about simping has eroded masculinity for what we have today. We live in a land of hypergamy. You don't want to miss that show. It's going to start tomorrow at 6 o'clock Eastern Daylight Time, 6 to 8, like every Saturday show. Want to get in on the show? The guest calling number is 215-383-5785. If you like my videos, please share and subscribe to the 411 Talk Zone radio show right here on YouTube so I can continue to give you quality information for educational purposes from a professional and mature perspective. Now, on this channel, I don't engage in debating, emotional, and even controversial issues, nor do I participate in drama and or unnecessary bickering because it is counterproductive. On this channel, what I do is educate, and I give you the information that I researched along with my own personal experiences, because when you get out in the real world and you don't have the tools and you're not positive about the real world, you're going to fail. So when you listen to this channel, you're going to get the information that's realistic from a positive aspect. And once you apply the tools, you will understand how the real world works, though you're going to need to go through a few experiences to master it. And some of us may never master it, but that's okay. Because if you have the knowledge, you got power, and no one can take that away from you. Moving on. If you have a topic, a new YouTube channel, or a business that you would like for me to discuss on YouTube or Blog Talk Radio, please email me at lej6521@gmail.com. And if you have a comment, please leave your comment in the comment section under the video. But make sure that your comments are pithy, no bloviating, pettifogging, or filibustering, if you wish to opine. Now that's it for this video. Till next time, my name is Leon Jones. Remember, please be gentle and respectful to each other, and have a wonderful and blessed evening. Good night.